Are you struggling to advance your career because your network isn't offering you the opportunities that you need? Do you feel like your career potential is untapped because you're missing out on valuable connections and opportunities? Well, I believe that the solution to those problems is improving your networking skills because it's important to create a powerful professional partnership with each and every individual that you connect with so that you can continue to level up in your life, in your career, and in your business. There's so many benefits to improving your networking skills: new opportunities, promotions, increased income, confidence, career development, personal development, and many, many more. They say that your income will be the average of your five closest friends. So it's important that you surround yourself with the right quality people so that you can grow and develop at every stage of life. You want to be surrounded by people that are ambitious, that are upwardly mobile, that are just looking to grow in their career and not hold you down. And there's so many common mistakes that I see all the time when connecting and networking with individuals. The biggest one, I would say, is being too transactional. Networking is not just what the other person can do for you, but it's a two-way street. Being and building genuine relationships is super important because without genuine relationships, the potential and the connection won't go very far. I love the law that Bob Berg gives in his book, The Go-Giver, which is the law of value, which states that your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you receive in payment. And I think that's a true testament to the power of networking and building genuine relationships, because people can tell when you're being transactional, but when you build genuine relationships and you look to add value to others, that's a game changer. Number two, as I would say, is a bad online image. I mean, nowadays, your social media is like your business card. You remember back in the days when you would go to networking events or, business conferences and give out your business card and you would connect with people and stuff like that. Well, nowadays, people don't do that anymore. Your social media profiles are your business cards, and first impressions are hard to break. So not having a professional, social media page, Instagram, LinkedIn, can really hinder people who are going to networking events, who are looking to create an inner circle around them that propels them to their next level. So what I would recommend is improve all of your social media pages. Put positive content on there. Don't have your social media be a rear view looking behind you. Have your social media be the front windows looking forward toward your future. Connect with people who are where you want to be and portray that image. Don't be so far off to the extreme to where you're portraying an image that isn't you, but portray an image of where you want to go to the next step in your career so that when people connect with you, they see value in that connection. Another big one that I can say I've struggled with, and I know many others have, is listening. Listening, I would say, is probably one of the biggest struggles that I've had in my professional career in getting jobs, building business, connecting with other people. And the biggest thing I can recommend is to avoid dominating the conversation. It's always tough when you're sitting there talking to somebody and all they do is just talk about themselves, about what they have going on, and it's never a two-way dialogue. I would always encourage you to have open conversations with people. Ask open-ended questions so that the other person that you're talking to has the ability to conversate and talk about what they're interested in, so then you can respond back. And a big thing I would say is active listening. We have two ears and one mouth for a reason. So use those ears and listen to the people that you're talking to. I think listening to somebody for just the purpose of responding or saying what you want to say isn't active listening. You want to hear what they have to say, respond to what they're talking about intelligently, and hold the conversation before bringing up the points that you want to talk about. I love the quote that says, "Seek first to understand before being understood." So look to understand the person's point of view. A big thing I would say, which goes into relationship maintenance, is ask how you can add value to the person that you're talking to. A big bonus that you can say to somebody if you're networking or connecting is asking them, what is the ideal prospect that you're looking for? I learned this as well from Bob Berg. Or another great, powerful question you can ask is, how can I add value to you? Who are some connections that you're looking to connect with in the near future that maybe I can help facilitate? Questions like those really build the relationship equity. Why? Because you're looking to deposit. Think of a relationship as a bank account. The more you deposit, the more you withdraw. So many people in life have bankrupt relationships all across their connections because they're never depositing, they're never adding value, they're only looking to take. That goes back to that transactional relationship. Always look to add value. And lastly, I would say is following up. I think this is a huge thing that, when business owners are getting leads or professionals are connecting with people that can lead to their next opportunity, is you miss out on so many opportunities simply by not following up with the individual. Listen, so many people nowadays are super busy. So within 30 minutes of your conversation, your social media connection, they probably have forgotten what you were talking about or the conversation as a whole. So what I always love to do whenever I connect with somebody on social media, or whenever I, run into somebody and have a conversation at a business event or a networking event, is I always love to text the person right after, whether I get their phone number or social media. I always like to message them right after, a powerful message, complimenting them positively on the conversation that we had. Hey, it was great meeting you today at such and such a place. I really liked how we were talking about your engineering career or your business. I'd love to stay in touch for the future. This way, when the person goes back home that evening, they're going to see that message, follow you back or respond back, and they're going to have your number or social media tied into their future. And then being able to build on that. Keeping that connection warm, keeping those, if you're on social media, respond to their posts, comment on their posts, connect with their stories. These are easy ways that don't require a lot of time, but really build relationship equity and allow you to grow and create that powerful inner circle that we're talking about, So I believe that these tips can really help you level up in your networking career. And I believe that it'll open up doors for you that were previously unopened by allowing you to connect with people and develop relationships at a much higher level. So I hope that this added value to you. Signing off.